Well, we're live again. For some reason, YouTube decided that
my ugly mug wasn't good enough for YouTube.
Says this isn't a strike, so your channel isn't affected, but this video can't be viewed on YouTube. I'm not sure why. We found something that may have violated YouTube's guidelines to help keep the community safe. Maybe you're just so deadly that they wanted to keep you.
That's funny. All right, getting some people back. Good old screw tube strikes again.
I don't know what happened, ladies and gentlemen.
When are you going to learn to stop talking junk on your stream?
I don't know what the hell happened. We didn't even show anything.
No, we didn't. I just walked in. What's up, Joaquin?
What's going on? Oh, man, that's crazy. So even when I put the little video, because you're allowed to do video of firearms.
Oh, you did a video of firearms?
Yeah, but you can do a video of firearms.
Well, that's what got you booted.
That ain't what got me booted. I was doing just fine.
What's up, Shaggy Rifleman?
I don't know what the hell happened. So, anyways, for those of you that probably missed it, unfortunately, I talked about a bunch of matches that we just shot, but we're shooting Sporting Clay tomorrow. So Sporting Clay, Mr. Ray Mundo, he's ready to go.
So we got a free buy-in thanks to a community college, and they needed a team. So we got the team of misfits together, and it's going to be myself and Rick and John Kreiderman, and then they're providing a fourth guy.
Yep.
And we're going to shoot sporting clays. That's something that I know nothing about. Now, Rick is the old hand at it. So I'm going to take my Benelli M2 out there with a magazine tube this long. And I know I can only put 2 in there or whatever, but it's going to be fun.
Yeah. What's up, Shutout? So
we're single shot.
Before we got booted, we were talking about trying to get Joel together.
Oh yeah, shutout 8888. Man, good to see you, Hugo. You killed it out there. I think they got 9th or 10th place out at the competition dynamics match.
Yeah, they shot well.
Yeah, good job.
Him and Ben. Nice. We got Sean D out there. Big Country's in the house. And Single Shot. Single Shot changed his name. Lead mine at 44. Yeah, so Sporting Clays. The Sporting Clays have always been a lot of fun. One thing about Sporting Clays is I used to shoot a lot of like competitions for like Ducks Unlimited and stuff like that. I had a chance to shoot with Tom Selleck, which was really cool. And I had a chance to go to quite a few places, which was amazing. Lanai, Hawaii was probably the best place I ever shot. William Nas out there. What's going on? Finally got my first piece of hardware. Nowhere near you guys. Yeah, I don't know if you saw it earlier, shutout, but this one's my favorite one so far. That one I haven't even hung up yet. But it's cool bringing home some hardware. So congratulations. And we got Mr. Kreiderman that says it'll be fun for sure.
It'll be fun.
That's the one thing cool about Kreiderman. He'll be like, yeah, let's go. I don't care.
Let's go. I don't care.
He's shooting a match Saturday.
Yeah, the three-gun match.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to make that one on Saturday. Him and I were supposed to go to that, but he's going to go anyway, I'm sure. But
he's going, yeah.
Shaggy Rifleman's got a good question, and it's going to be tough to answer this one, so maybe we can get the help from the crowd.
Do you know of?
But it says, in all of your gun wisdom, do you know of any weapon-mounted light system that fits the following criteria? It's made in the USA. It isn't Cloud, Surefire, Mod Light. High Candela uses 18650 battery. So I'm a huge Surefire guy. As a matter of fact, I'm attending a big Surefire event for the new Turbo series of lights.
Did you say Turbo series?
Turbo series.
Is that what you said?
Zip, zip. Yep, spin them up. Week after next. Almost all the lights I have are Surefires. I have a couple of Streamlights. I've had no issues with my Streamlights. I do not touch or use any other lights to speak about anymore. Matter of fact, I have a Streamlight in my pocket. Streamlight
Cameras
Pro.
over here, Dick.
Yeah, there we go.
Those are good lights, actually.
It's a great light.
It's the plastic version's called
This is the Stiletto, and this is the
Yeah.
Stiletto Pro.
Yeah.
I will tell you one disadvantage of this light. I'm going to get sidetracked for just a moment. This is aluminum housing, and it works great, but when you go underwater, because it charges from a USB, a little mini USB, it'll make contact, and you'll get a slight glow out of your lens, like it's making a little connection. But it will,
like it's on a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit, just a little bit. Unfortunately, I can't help you. So if anybody else knows of a light, that would be awesome.
No dedicated weapons light though. What's up, Abigail?
What does it say? No dedicated weapons light.
This one, the Malkoff.
Okay.
I don't know.
Never even heard of that.
Malkoff device. No. Actually, that battery, I'm just surprised he wants to go with that battery. I don't know. I don't have anything that has that battery in it.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I just got my pressure switch from Unity, and it works great.
Nice.
Awesome. Feeds right into the back of the light, back into the pack.
Yeah, I'd like to get those are what, 160, 180,
139.
139.
I think some of the Enforce lights are made in the USA. Yeah, I've seen some of those. I think I actually have one of those that somebody gave me for a pistol. Malkoff's made in Alabama.
I had a chance to test out. I had ordered their IR lights with laser for pistol mounted weapons. I guess you could put them on a rifle as well, but they did pretty good. You got a chance to test it out as well.
Yeah, it worked really well.
I don't remember what model it was, but
it's the Streamlight pistol IR laser combo, IR light combo. And Joaquin's got a good question. He says, what's your take on Mod Light, Ray or Rick? So Mod Light is great. I have no issues with Mod Light. Most people will take the head off the Surefire and put a Mod Light head on there. And I don't do that because most of my stuff is usually white light and IR. I have a lot of dual illumination lights. And if you do that with a Mod Light, you lose that IR capability. So
total of 11 matches, total of 23 shooters. Wahoo.
Oh, Otter. We were just talking about you, Otter, because Rick and I were looking to do a trip somewhere, and we said, you know what? We need to just go over and visit Otter in Iceland.
Iceland.
He was like, let's go somewhere. I was like, let's do it.
Let's go crazy. That's cool. So 11 matches total. That's freaking awesome, Otter. Total of 23 shooters. That's cool. That's how you start. And then you get more people involved.
That's
let
it.
them go shoot.
And let it grow.
And then you have 50. Or you know it. It's been a while since I've seen Otter. It's been a while since I've seen all of you.
A lot.
Big shout out to Papa Les. He texted me and he's like, "Man, you all right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm alive. I'm doing good." So, what other stuff we got rolling?
I guess you covered your matches. We shot the matches together at Memorial. I was able to win this really, really nice trophy. It's
really nice.
Solid piece of billet aluminum. He said it was like
it's
an
heavy
inch
as
thick.
hell. Yeah.
And I thought he was kidding. And then I pick it up. I'm like, holy crap. This is like a solid piece of billet.
Yeah.
And that was from Memorial. And then we flew out. I met Kenny. We shot at the CD match, Competition Dynamics. We ended up 14th out of 58 teams. It was a great time, and it was good to catch up everyone.
DW says if we go to Otter's match, we can just throw our rifles in the volcano.
In the volcano. I'd really like to do that.
Hey, what up, Dick?
What's up, Dick?
Dick Hedges out there. There's my sniper partner.
And Dick Hedges pulled me out of I'm not going to say pulled me out of a situation, but he helped me out. There was some things I needed to be picked up in Florida, and he was coming out for the Snipers Unknown match, which I was not able to shoot. Tony kind of blew out his knee. And so Rick and Dick represented well. I think you guys came in, 11th?
Yep.
Yeah, 11th. That was a good job. And
yeah, we did pretty dang well.
he was able to pick up some stuff for me from Florida that I needed to get down to Florida to pick up. So it worked out well. So I owe you.
I understand, Shaggy Rifleman. It's nice having rechargeable batteries for sure. How was the regional finals? It was a great time. It was so great. I was lucky enough to.
Ray loves Dick. No, tree fella, not. Apparently, you don't know me that well.
Hedges. I was able to pull one of these off, my man. I just think the trophy's really badass. I like the part where it's depending on where you're winning it at, whatever your region is. This one has like a ground down clear part. And then, I don't know. I'm super excited to win that damn thing. Let's see. Andy Amore. Hi, guys. Got your first sporting hunter match this weekend at 900 and 1,000 on F-class target shooting Tika. Nice.
Yeah, there was something I wanted to mention when we were at the CD match, and if Kenny is on here, he'll be able to attest to this, but there were two guys that just started shooting in January of this year, and both of them were engineers, former engineers with NASA, and they got into NRL Hunter Series matches because they live out west. Those guys were killing it. Those guys would have definitely been in the top 5, but their last day just went south for them. But they said the NRL Hunter matches are almost identical to the Competition Dynamics match. And while we were talking, because I said, there's not really any of those here on the Southeast, for anybody that might want to try that, there is one coming up this February, and it will be in Blakely, Georgia, I believe at the Arena Training Facility. And they will have an NRL Hunter match there. So,
and then there's one in Pennsylvania.
We're talking about trying to make that one. I'm not going to go to Pennsylvania.
Who makes a 6.5 PRC barrel for an AR platform? Anyone? I don't know.
No idea.
I really wish that those NRL Hunter series were more out here. I think as it grows, coming from the west to the east, because that's kind of a big west thing right now.
Well, we don't have the space for it. It's hard to find a location where you can put that many shooters and have distances that'll work.
True.
Yeah, Otter said he didn't actually shoot that match. He was a spotter and a caller preparing for the matches.
Okay.
So that was good.
Big Country shooting the NRL Hunter there. Yeah, I don't know. I think I could shoot the 6.5 Creedmoor.
Yeah, Big Country said he's going to be there.
What's the best all-around AR-15 barrel length for 5.56?
I'm going to go with 18, and that's just my personal opinion because I'm not – guys, think about it. You're not giving up that much length from going over to a 16. Another 2 inches, and you don't have a 20, so you do have a little less weight. I think it's a perfect middle ground. You can do long-range shooting with it. You can do 3-gun with it. Every 3-gun competition I shoot with an 18-inch. Depends on what you're trying to do with it. I mean, if you're trying to, clear a room, then maybe a 10-inch would suit you better. But I think just for all around, I think it's pretty good. Now, I do know, and I am still shooting for Cobalt. Cobalt's been working really heavy on a 13.5 or 13.7. I think that's a good compromise, and you can still reach out a decent ways. But, if I want to load 77s and punch out there, I think 18 is sufficient. What do you think? 16?
Well, it depends on what punching out there is.
Well, he didn't ask that. He just said good all around.
Out to 500, yeah.
Well, you're
out to 900.
You're adding a distance.
Defensive rifle out to the minimum effective range of a 5.56. I'm going to nationals.
Maximum effective range.
Maximum. Jeffrey, I'm going to nationals. I'll be headed to Idaho. Coming up pretty quick. Going to shoot some sporting clay in Idaho as well, and then drop down south and shoot some Rimfire nationals. What's up? The crazy Scotsman's not the crazy Scotsman anymore. He's the Scottish American. Makev shot that match. Just got here, hanging out in San Diego. Great finish last weekend.
Rick Dick.
Appreciate it, Makev. You're in San Diego, huh? Well, I'm glad you're there, and I'm not.
So what do we have coming up?
You're in a pretty town, though.
We have the CanCon event. I know there's quite
right.
a few YouTubers going to be down there. We will be down there working that, myself and Rick and Sam. That is going to be at the 17th South Rod and Gun Club down in Georgia. It's where Big Daddy usually does their events. Big Daddy Unlimited and some of the other ones. But, yeah, it's the CanCon event.
All suppressors.
Full suppressed event.
Yeah, which will be nice because we've been to ones where you got these guys shooting not suppressed, and then you got a suppressor booth, and then you got another. Where in Texas? Where and when in Texas? We will be in. I will be in Texas, December 3rd, 4th, and 5th, and it'll be next to. I think the town's called Bryson, but it's College Station. Right in there is where we're staying. I think the match is about, or I can't remember the name of the match, CC something or something like that. Really nice place, real nice facility. We shot there last year for nationals, and but it's the closest town, I guess, would be College Station in Texas. Thumbs up, you hippies, Drew Bradley says. Yeah, if you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do, because we already tried this once and got booted for, I don't know what the hell we got booted for, but they shut down our live stream. So that's the reason why the name says YouTube sucks, because we didn't break any guidelines. Brian, that's what it's called. Whippler says Brian, College Station, CCC is correct. Okay, yeah. The triple C's. Oh, it's Joaquin's birthday today? Is it Joaquin's birthday? Where the hell's he at? Doing well, Dick. Celebrating my 51st tonight. There he is. He's old like the rest of us. We are all 51. So welcome to the 51 show. Let's see. Maximum effective range 5.56, and the AR isn't the rifle. Well, you shot out to a mile with a 5.56, so.
Yeah, but still, there's no energy there, and I see where he's coming from with it. And then Shaggy Rifleman says 20-inch, but the best home defense is 12.5 to 16. So that's probably why I settled on 18. It's good middle ground between.
Yeah. You can run through some doors. You can
range. Well, I mean, for me, that's mostly competition stuff. I mean, you guys know from the channel, I'm really big into machine guns, sub guns and stuff like that. So remember, I don't own any 16-inch ARs. Everything I have is 18 and 20, and then I have a lot of real short stuff. Short stuff. Yeah, so like 5-inch AR.
That's why we got
5-inch barrel, 10-inch barrels. I mean, a bunch of short stuff. Because he's Asian.
All the cool stuff. Still waiting on some tax stamps. One day.
Is it cold in the mountains? Ready? No, it's been getting that. It was in the 20s last week. It got down into the 24, 25.
And it sucked.
But you know how it is. I mean, if you're hunting and you're just sitting, you're not moving, and it's 40
how'd that go?
degrees.
What'd you do? Did you find Elmo?
I found Elmo.
Did you find him?
I got Elmo.
Was it big Elmo?
It was a big Elmo.
And
it was a good big Elmo.
We need to get to work then.
No, not that Elmo. A different Elmo.
Oh.
22-inch 6 arc, defending my house against werewolf coyotes.
Hell yeah, Eagle Eye.
Ray, you shooting Coleman's in December. May have already mentioned. I actually saw that come up, but December, I'm actually headed back to the islands for a while. More on that later, but yeah. No, so I don't think I'm going to be around for that match. I'm actually taking a little bit of break from YouTube and everything else. Need to do some more videos, but I've been kind of doing other stuff right now.
I can't wait, Whippler. That's going to be cool. Hopefully I get to earn one. That'd be even better. Let's see. I kid DW. I put allegedly because sometimes I don't speak from experience. Let's see. Abigail says it was 12 a couple days ago. Abigail must be visiting somewhere else besides Florida because there's no damn way in hell it's 12 degrees in Florida.
Shouldn't be.
No. I want to shoot a Coleman's. I want to shoot one of their matches.
Yeah, I saw that coming up. They've been putting on some Team Cyber matches, PRS matches.
I won't be back though, I don't think.
Yeah.
Rick, YouTube has been recommending that I watch bowling ball cannon videos. I admit to watching the twice. There you go, Tobacco Row. Oh, Abigail moved? See, I've been gone so long. I don't live in Florida anymore. Where are you at, Abigail?
None of your business.
The Confucius say, none of your damn business. What up, 80 Baja? Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully, has anybody shot any matches? I know Mac Ev did. He shot the Snipers Unknown with us. Anybody else out there killing it, having fun, shooting matches, whether you're doing good or bad? There's something completely different than what you see anywhere else.
He was lucky enough to design and make them. I don't know what he was talking about.
He's talking about the trophies.
Oh, nice.
Hell yeah. I want to see. Send me a picture. She's in Yankee land. Oh shit. Where she has an Minnesota. Awesome. Man, yeah, it's 12 degrees where you're at. God, you went from one spectrum to the other spectrum. You're like, you know what? I am tired of sweating. Well, you'll never have to sweat again.
So on the there's another comment down there. Somebody asked about the Bad MF whiteboard. He said he accidentally.
Where's it at?
Right there. You're on it.
Okay.
It says,
Here.
I can't read it. He said, I did clean it off and didn't leave any more than the other type of ghosting the other dry erase because they'd used wax marker first. If you use a permanent marker, it is going to stain it if you don't get it off rather quickly.
Grease pencils work good.
After a while, I mean, I've got some that are just dark, but they still work great. I wouldn't worry about getting it completely clean. And it worked out really well for us at the CD match. And like I said, I usually wet erase, you're guaranteed where it's not going to leave any marks or anything like that. But I don't know. I really like the board.
Oh, Tree Feller went to Bali. You should
We
have
were
invited me.
just talking about that.
Damn it, Tree Feller. Damn Aussies didn't even invite me. I hear there's going to be another Team Sniper event with our name on it, Rick.
I don't know what he's talking
I
about.
don't know what he's talking about. What are you talking about, Dick?
Why can't you enlarge that?
To what? This
Just hit the big green thing.
Shut your ass.
There you go. Now we can
doesn't make
actually
it any
see
bigger.
it. It does.
All right, as long as your dumbass stays in the same spot, we'll be good.
I'm not moving.
Look at that. Now you can see. So we got old eyes over here. Old eyes. I've been shooting a ton of cement. What?
Acetone will make the whiteboard look new. Yeah, you got to be careful because depending on what you use, you can strip the sheen off of it as well. And they're cheap enough anyway.
What's up, HS?
I'm getting ready to make somebody upset here.
Oh, shit.
All right, so everyone see the new pistol that Staccato released today. 15 round, subcompact, 2011. Looks like my new CCW if I can find one. What are y'all's thoughts? What is everyone's thoughts on a CCW 2011?
I think it's a dumb idea. How do you like that?
I'm not a fan of it. Not a fan of it.
It's not that it's a dumb idea. It's
I
just
didn't
a
say
dumb
that.
idea.
You said that.
I said it. I'll take it. There was a thing
I've
I
been
wanted to
shooting a
answer.
ton of cemeteries the second half of the year, just having fun. I don't know what a cemetery is.
Well, there's a bunch of gravestones. I don't know. Centerfire. Stupid phone. Gotcha. We caught up now. Yeah, no cemeteries.
Yeah, I was like, "You shooting a cemetery?"
You're
Is
like,
this a
man,
new
look
match?
at all these headstones. Like, bam, rings out. That's 200 yards. What? No voodoo 1911?
Oh my goodness!
Oh, you don't want to get me
Don't
started on
even-
it.
yeah,
You know what? I'm gonna now. That's what I was gonna say.
go ahead.
You know what? So Voodoo, if you guys didn't know, has introduced
Mobius.
the Mobius. Is that what it's called?
Do you know what a Mobius band is? It's basically a figure eight with a twist in it,
That's
so
an
that you're
infinity.
always on the inside. No, it's called a Mobius band. Trust me.
So that's the name.
Take
of this
my word
thing?
for it.
That's the name of this thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, once you figure out how to make a magazine that works,
Sometimes you got to do this.
then maybe you
To
should
do
work
that.
on a pistol. Now, when you make a pistol, not nobody, but there's no competitive thing hardly at all that runs a 1911.
Hey, you know what? This will be a good chat. Brian Duchesne says, sparked my interest. What about it do you not like? For me, the whole principle of carrying cocked and locked on a 2011 or 1911 style pistol, especially because with my stature or body shape, I usually carry appendix.
What's that, short round?
Yeah, short round. You're one to talk. Anyway.
Bip.
I just could not get comfortable with that. And knowing how dirty CCW guns get from pocket lint, and everything else.
Boob sweat.
I don't have boob sweat, but anyway.
No, that was the video I did.
Oh, okay. It would just be tough for me personally, like I said, personal opinion, to do that. And the maintenance regiment's usually a little higher than something that's a polymer striker fire style pistol. I could be wrong though.
There's a few other things. There's weight.
Yep.
There's well, it depends how big. I mean, if I was running my 2011 per se, I could have 20 rounds, but
Yeah.
for the most part, I guess you could call
No
it,
firing pin block when on safe. That's another good one that Dick points out.
yeah.
And then at some point, you will find the safety off if you're carrying it. And now
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
relying on a cocked and locked with just a grip safety. It will happen, trust me. And let's see.
And a lot of times people don't practice enough, especially if they come from the Glock world and they're like, "Oh, I want to buy a staccato,"
To
or "I want to
disengage
buy."
the safety?
Yeah, they never remember to.
I see that all the time.
Yeah.
Does anyone oil their firearms with mineral oil
Nope.
rather than gun oils?
I do not.
No, I do not either. I typically, well, here for the last couple of years, all I've been using has been Lucas. And now I will tell you, if you're using it on a gasser and you throw it in the safe and it's all lubed up, and this could be any oil, but I do notice with the Lucas that after a couple months, if you haven't shot that in a while, I think a lot of it does displace and start to fall down like most oils will.
It's heavier. It's heavier.
And yeah, just make sure that you're lubing them, before you use them.
What's up, Boom
What do
Country?
you EDC? 9 times out of 10, I'm going to be carrying a SIG 365 or a Glock 19. One of the two. That's it.
Yeah, 365 for me. The reason why I say that, so we'll kind of get into that, giving guys an idea. It feels like a full-size pistol in your hand. And it shoots like a full-size pistol. Where, like, I was running the Glocks for a while, not the 19, but the 43, and I only had 6 rounds. I think it was 6. And it's like, so the magazine capacity was basically doubled the same size per se, and I felt like the grip was much more aggressive, which felt better in my hand.
I'm just going to be honest with you. When it comes to concealed carry, now those are there, and I'm gonna take some people off here. There are some that say they conceal carry, and 99 times out of 100, it's in their car.
That'd be me.
If it's not comfortable and it's not small,
Sure.
you're not going to wear it as often. That's my personal opinion on it. That's what I've seen from just people time and time again is, if you're carrying concealed, it should be on you whenever you're out in the public, whenever you go to the store, not, okay, I got to get it out from under the seat or from between the seat, or I'm going to leave it in the car. I actually had mine on. I took it off before I came into here. I'm coming into Rick's house.
You don't need
So
one here.
I can't think of any other pistols that are smaller with that high of a capacity that would be comfortable and light enough to where it's not affecting you all day long. Maybe the Hellcat or something like a Shield, maybe. But
I had a Shield
those are what I would consider really good concealed carry pistols. The chance of you having to use it are probably going to be slim to none in your lifetime. But if you do have to use it, you want something that's big enough, that's not a little pocket pistol 380, that you can at least be able to get rounds on target.
See, and it really depends on your state, body type. The reason why I say state is I did have a concealed carry permit in California.
Yeah.
But in California, 98% of the time you're in shorts and a t-shirt. So
Got
it's
it.
not like, and I was actually carrying a car P380, I think is what the model was. You got to do this one. Got some.
So he carries a 365 macro. I shot it.
I don't carry it yet. I'm not familiar enough with the red dot.
Okay. Yeah, I carry just a plain 365. I think it was one of the Gen 3s or whatever. I put around 1,000 rounds through it before I started carrying it, just to make sure that I didn't have one where the firing gun broke or anything like that. Ray, I conceal a full-size 17 with J&W plus 5 extension. Nothing you can say about CC concealed carry can piss me off. No, and I'm not trying to tick anyone off. And like I said, these are just my opinions, especially because, so for those of you that know me, you know that I've been in law enforcement for a long time. As a matter of fact, I'm supposed to turn in my badge and gun next week. I started at 91. It is now 2022. And so that's been long enough. And so I always took it a different step. If I was carrying one on duty, then I should take it upon myself to always have one when I'm off duty. And so you have to qualify with those. As a law enforcement officer, you have to get certified on that concealed carry pistol. You can't just take something out of the safe and just start carrying it. They have to record the serial numbers, has to be recorded with the North Carolina DOJ. So for me, it was something I had to qualify with. You have to do that day and night qualification. So I wanted something that I could actually hit the target and still be good enough to be effective on if I needed to use it. So, like I said, if you've got a bigger stature where you can carry I can't carry a 17 every day. Heck no, it's too much pistol.
That's a lot of pistol.
Yeah. I do not carry an optic EDC. I am plain iron sights, end of story, with a light on it, period, end of story. You need to have a weapons mounted light if you're going to, in my opinion, if you're going to conceal carry, because if things happen, typically it's going to happen when it's dark. And even if you carry a flashlight in your pocket, it's the all-in-one combo.
Daniel's got the CZ holster. Garrett Industries Solo. It's a hybrid holster.
Yeah, one of those leather.
They don't make them anymore. I went to go get one for the new pistol, and actually the one I'm using is not the right one. I got it for a shield when I had a shield back in the day, and then I was using it with the 365, the normal one, but it's not made for it. So,
Shibal Siki, you're welcome, and thank you for your business. We do appreciate it.
And Daniel asked me the other day on the text, and I forgot to answer him. So, Daniel, get your pen ready. It's xringcustoms.com?
Yeah, it's www.xringcustoms.com.
That's where you need to go if you're looking for that knife you're looking for.
If you're looking for anything like, shooting accessories, LRA levels, Microtech knives, Trigger Tech triggers, I carry them all on the website. And then I have a shooting mat that is supposed to be ready any day now. We already got the prototypes. They were finishing up some last week. I'll introduce that when it's time.
Ryan Duchesne. Yeah, the 365 XL definitely nice. NRL no problem. Sweeping safety on or off. Which one of you knuckleheads is texting my ass here? Oh, here we go. Whipple. See,
Brian says he carries a 365 XL every time I walk out the front door. But I've always liked a steel frame and hammer fire. He's no problem sweeping the safety.
He's just giving me like this much of the trophy. Hold on, I can't see what I'm zooming in at. Yep, maybe that's just a precursor.
Rimfire series.
It looks cool, but the whole thing's not there. Show me the whole thing, Mr. Rich. All right. But very cool looking. At least the part I can.
You're skipping a lot.
Oh shit!
Right there, too much.
Son of beach. Congrats on the service. What's up, Boom?
Oh, thanks, Boom.
Wise decision, Buddy D. I gotta zoom in here. I can't see nothing. I'll be getting some +5 plates at some point.
When does the HK VP9 get carried? It doesn't. Don't you have one? Your son, well,
that's not my pistol. It's this.
Got it.
It's actually at the house, the other house.
Yeah, so my pistols
it's separated in the divorce.
I wasn't going to go there.
I will. I don't give a shit.
So when it comes to pistols, I have my competition pistols. I have pistols that I could use in competition, but I probably won't. And then I have my concealed carry pistols, and then I have just range pistols, I guess.
Range pistol.
Range pistol.
Nope.
Range fans. He trips me out every time I watch him. Hello, range fans.
Nice to meet you. I've been a criminal for a long time.
A harmless pothead, one conviction, but they still let me buy guns. I don't even know if I've ever convicted anybody of pot. I never mess with
You're
that.
like,
Just get out of here.
if we're allowed to bloody convicts. Oh yeah, poor tree feller. I could throw a Phoenix Arms P22 in the back pocket.
I love that piece of junk.
There you go. Don't worry, I'm not dangerous. Let's see. Why is fancy printer still broken?
I'll probably buy a Glock 20.
Oh, you making some more stickers, Shebo?
Actually, the rifle that I was using tonight had one of Sheball's stickers on the side of it.
Did it?
Yep, sure did.
Very
Still
nice.
on the collar.
I got a Shebo. I got actually
Appendix with TLC or T1C 365 macro with hollow sun. No lights in front of my face, please. Lights are held off center line for me. Yeah, but Dick, you know, the thing is, Dick, and I get it.
Yeah,
what
Dick.
he's talking about is no lights in the center of his face, because he's saying people will actually shoot at the light. You know, you've got the FBI technique where you're going to be out here. You got Chapman, you got all these different ones. And the whole idea was getting away from your face. So if they shot at the light, they didn't pop you in the head. That's giving people a lot of credit that they actually hit what they're shooting at. Under a high stress situation, chances of them hitting in the area of a flashlight's probably low. They're probably going to hit low left down here by your knee somewhere. Because that's just how it goes.
no.
Yes.
Say it ain't so.
And they're probably a right-handed shooter.
Gangbangers are the most accurate shooters I've ever met.
Yep.
I mean, they have the stability because they do this.
Yeah.
There it is. Shaggy Rifleman. Kind of susro. Mr.
Okay, so Joe M.
Belts.
I do have belts, but I do need you to email me with what your pant size is.
I ain't texting you, Daniel. Get your ass out of
Because
bed
I
right
don't
now.
put them on the website, and there's a reason for that. Is because we're very limited in how many we can have on hand, and they are fitted belts. They can go down 1 inch and up 3 inches, so it's very specific on the sizing.
Oh, here's a good question, Jeffrey Hardwick.
Ray, any idea if the Worker toolkits will ever come back? I know he had some personal things going on. So Jeffrey, I do have them in stock on my website. If not, I will list some more this evening. There have not been any over the last 5 or 6 months. I'm not going to go into details about that, but we just got a shipment in. A lot of them went fast, and I've got some put away.
Sneak peek, Rich says. I like it. Sneak peek. That's a peek, all right.
Thanks for the link, putting the link up there, Shaggy.
Shaggy Rifleman. The X-Ring glow-in-the-dark patch is awesome. The wife and kiddo loved it.
Oh, my pleasure, man. It's good seeing you. Not every good in understanding sometimes. What does that mean? Stepping back over a Rimex, better or worse than a Rimex? I guess that was Kenny's
for
comment.
Kenny.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I've been thoroughly impressed with the two I have.
Yeah, Conservative Sniper Hunter, the Bad MF is still in production. It is hard for me to keep those in stock, and those are being made every day. I do have some in stock at the moment, I believe. I think I have Multicam and Coyote. At least I did a couple days ago. It's really hard to keep up with those. Those have been really well. It's selling really well.
So if it's on the site and it's there and you want it, you better get it because it's gone.
Oh, 6 Rudders. He's going to Munich for work. Any knife shop recommendations? You know, the entire time I was in Munich, the multiple times that I went, I never had an opportunity to go into any type of knife shop. I think I went into one in Austria, just walking around. We were goofing off one afternoon, and I think they had, Swiss Army knives, and that's about it.
Some of them Swiss Army knives are like that fat. It's crazy.
I know. I've got one from it's like that fat from like 12 years old. I think some bigger ones.
It flips out, got chopsticks, everything.
Yeah, backpedaling is another term.
Means it has me double thinking if the Rimex is better over the V22.
This is a great topic. Okay, so even though I am not following NRL or Rimfire PRS anymore, I still enjoy it every once in a while. Rick's doing the whole tour thing and hitting every match around. Like I said, I wanted to focus more on other stuff like 3-gun and centerfire, but I am now shooting a souped up Voodoo. Basically, it's one of Kenny's builds. Don't shoot the Rim-X anymore. That Voodoo, that last one that he built up for me, is a hammer.
The CZ's a freaking hammer.
The CZ is a hammer, but the balance is way off on that with the chassis and everything.
Yeah.
Even with a heavier barrel. But that last Voodoo that Kenny spun up it's incredible. You saw the groups that it was shooting.
Now, if you could just get a magazine, that
I have 0 issues with the feeding.
yeah, you got lucky. Hope to have plenty in stock next July when I'm over
for nationals. Yeah, for sure.
The tree feller's supposed to come out and do like a month
Okay,
out here.
cool deal.
Whether he ends up doing it or not, I don't know. But that's what he was talking about. That's in June or something.
When's the sniper challenge in New Mexico? Don't know anything about it.
Are you talking about the
Competition Dynamics
just had one?
Is not a sniper match, but they do one in December called the Codgers and Misfits. And it's a great way to get your feet wet because they put flags at the base of the targets so that you're not spending most of your time on the clock looking for targets. And it's a good way just to learn how to engage them, see them, range them within the allocated amount of time. Getting ready to go to SHOT Show to video. Dang, that's still a ways out. That's January, end of January, January 25th.
We going to that?
It'll be that weekend. I'm sure I'll be there. What is up? Pursuit of Accuracy. Got Josh in here.
Mr. Josh is out there. What's going on?
Eagle Eye said, "Oh no, I don't know what that means."
Right there.
Oh, he did.
Hey Rick, you need to work more. Shoot less. Too many sold out knives. Hey, that ain't up to me, my man.
Oh, he's talking about me, I think. I'm Ray. That's
no,
Rick.
he knows that.
Okay. He says, "Hey Rick."
We built a shit ton of knives today. They're really expensive.
Yeah, we have been.
Yeah, Dick Hedges. Let's see. I'll shoot you an email tomorrow.
It sounds good. No rush.
Joe
Pew Pew Peter.
Good to see you fine people. Yeah, Pursuit of Accuracy. Hopefully you head out to nationals. Mr. Peters out there. Let's see what else we got.
Oh, here's a review that's going to be coming up. So one of these matches, I was fortunate enough to win a JP 22 upper. So it is a JP Rifles semi-automatic AR-15 upper, but it's supposed to be competition grade. Now, it's not in stock. They have to build it. And I'm really interested in seeing how that does with like premium match ammunition. Number one, to see if it runs.
He's going
But
to shoot a match with it.
I'm going to try to shoot a match with it. And I know I probably won't do well, but it'll be fun just to do it on the video. And
maybe you'll do really well.
There's no reviews on the internet about it whatsoever. The only reviews about those uppers are just JP.
Joaquin says, get a knife. Should I start my reloading or get a microtech? Should I start my reloading bench or buy a microtech?
I'm going to get my paycheck.
One of the two would be good. Either one.
Well, depends on how much you shoot.
Yeah, if you shoot a lot.
If you don't shoot a lot, reloading is probably not the way to go.
I got timed out. I'm sorry, Rick, but I do have a marijuana conviction.
That's not a big deal.
Nobody cares, buddy.
It's okay, tobacco row.
Tobacco row?
It's just some weed. It's going to all be legalized here shortly anyway. Yeah, like probably.
5 days. What's up, Commonwealth Miniman? Just keep the weird comments to a minimum. Abigail, looks like gun parts and ammo prices are coming down. That being said, go for the Microtech, DW says. Oh, we got Aussie Steve, a.k.a. Steve Callahan. What's going on, Steve Callahan? Let's see. Daniel's on. I know. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just weird.
You're late to the party, Balls. I've been out hunting.
What's with the beanie? Yeah, he's been out hunting.
Well, I could take it off, but then I'm going to have this big fro going on. I don't even know what that looks like, but
Rick's the one with the beer gut. That's sweet tea gut to you, buddy.
Oh, And I've got to do that review for Val was nice enough to loan me a Bull Armory. Actually, he left it here to shoot. And so I'm going to review that. In terms of X-Ring Customs, any plan for some Gucci tactical carbine-oriented gear in the future? No. Nope.
Drew Bradley, the van is freaking awesome. I got to get a video out. I got to make some damn videos. But just to report back, the van has 10,000 miles, and it does nothing but go to matches. Like when I'm home, I only drive my 4Runner. So every mile on that thing's basically going to matches. But it is freaking amazing. I kind of wish I would have bought it years back.
Ray, hey, you're not using your fancy new camera for more videos. You're on a roll for a few weeks. Yeah, I've just been taking a break. I will tell you this, Brian. So the camera is great. The software, all of that, easy to do. I just needed a break for a little bit. With all the matches and everything else, I just really haven't been putting out any videos. And I will continue to use the iPhone because when we go to these matches, you can't lug around a big Sony cam with a big lens. You're not going to be able to do that. And plus, it's just going to tear that stuff up because you got to have a heavy-duty tripod and all that. With this, you can run a cheap tripod. So for match footage and stuff like that, I'll still continue to use the iPhone.
You don't even do match footage.
Just get together stuff.
Oh, gotcha.
But for any serious reviews, I will use that camera for sure.
Riding the Wave says, welcome back, fellas. He appreciates that. Then we got Jaybird out there. Oh, actually, let me answer this one. How was the training class you guys did back in August?
We've done two, actually.
Two, yeah.
We've done two.
August and
it was September. Yeah, we filled out both of the long-range classes. They were awesome classes, but it got really cold at the last September date, and so we're gonna hold off until any more long range classes until it starts to warm up again. Because high up on that mountain, it gets frigid.
That's the trophy.
Got it.
I don't know if I'm supposed to show that though. So, Rich, you let me know if I can show the trophy, but looks really nice.
Jaybird, thoughts on the accuracy of carbon fiber barrels versus steel barrels? I can answer that. So I have a ton of carbon fiber barrels, everything from Proofs to Christensen's. Don't have the Helix. We had that worked out. Didn't get one of those. If you're trying to save weight, let's say you have a really heavy precision rifle, let's say a sniper style rifle, and you just need, when I say sniper style, we're talking about like the Barrett Mark 22 MRAD or something like an Accuracy International. If you've got something where you're trying to shave that weight, then carbon might be the way to go because you will shed the weight. As far as accuracy, it is my opinion that if you have a good steel barrel, it's probably going to outshoot the carbon. Not always, because I've got some carbon barrels that shoot just hole after hole, but once they start to heat up a little bit, I do notice they start to open up a little bit. If I was just looking for pinpoint accuracy, I'm probably going to go steel all day long. That's just me. And maybe we can get Kenny to comment on this because he is a rifle builder.
Things you got to remember too, like for NRL Hunter, that has a lot to do with weight and to keep it in the class that you're trying to get in. So that's where, like, you see that kind of stuff probably.
He did comment, so that's perfect.
Yeah, to try to make weight basically is another good option for the carbon fiber. This may affect the barrel temp. Yeah. Let's see. Mr. Treefeller. What the hell?
Leave the beanie on, Ray.
Did you take it off?
Yeah, I guess it was pretty bad.
Let's see.
As far as I'm concerned, smoking weed should be treated like drinking alcohol. A DWI is a DWI.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
I can agree with that.
Let's see. Good to know, Ray. Let's see. Right on. I only shot 250 rounds of 9mm a couple days ago. Big country. Speaking of reloading, the new Super Trickler is worth a look. Actually, me and Mr. Hedges were talking about that earlier today. I ordered the, I don't remember what the hell the name of it was. It's the one that Eduardo uses, a big country, that goes on top of the AD. Can't think right now. Let's see. I'm restricted from discussion because I only own shotguns and pistols, but a lever action 38. Yeah, lever action.
Nice.
I got one lever action. Let's see. Thanks, Shaggy. Hope you the best. Blah, 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 blah. Checked out Rick's van last weekend. If you have the means, I would highly recommend it. Yeah, Makev, and a lot of people have questions about it, and I kind of feel bad for not putting any videos out. It is tiny, though, and it's hard to record in that thing because it's so tiny. You know what I mean? It does everything I need. I can take a shower after the match. I got a crapper. I got a little kitchen. I got a bed that's size of a little smaller than a queen. And it's got a heating. I can heat. I can AC. You know, there's really nothing it doesn't have. So it works out great. But
so I'm going to give you my thoughts on the van. So I looked at the Sprinter vans when I was in Germany. This was a while ago, and they were very popular there, especially for being able to, carry a dirt bike in the back and everything else. Well, as they become popular, the price has gone up. So if you're looking for a conversion van that is going to be a Sprinter, or let's say a Winnebago, or God forbid an Airstream, you're going to be looking at somewhere between $140,000 to about $230,000. That is the cost of a house. If you have more than one person and let's say it's you and your wife, you will be cramped in there. Okay. I actually looked at some the other day because, I've also always considered those, but at the same time, I don't just travel by myself. I usually have my wife or I have my kids with me, and that will never work. If you have any reservations about being able to do that with wife and kids and all that, I think you'll be highly disappointed unless you're really small people and you like tight quarters, because it is very tight, tighter than any camper you're ever going to be in your life, probably. So just think about that before you spend that kind of money on it. I did stop by a conversion place up the road, and they had one that was $144,000. And he said, look, because if you want to try to get it less than $100K, try to find one with some miles on it. Somebody that thought they would like it and then got out of it, and that'd be your best information.
that one I didn't like at all. I like the open.
No, that was $144,000.
I know. I was like, this would not work for me.
All right. What did we miss? Anything else?
Thanks. We're going to start showing them in a couple weeks. All right. Hey, I won't show it off. Let's see. You can, after I get the 1500 I have to load. I don't know what the hell that is. Don't they call DW High or DWOC9? Let's see. Be sure to check out the hype here.
And dpgunworks.com. Man, Shaggy's good about that.
dpgunworks.com. Thoughts on the Curtis 22? Here we go again. Spinning me up. Hook up.
He knows how to hook you up.
CP. I don't know who this is, so welcome to the show, CP. I think the idea is, okay, so I have a Curtis Axiom, and Kenny had asked me if I wanted to build a 22, because right now you can basically turn your centerfire into a rimfire with the swap of a barrel and then changing the bolt. I think the idea is really cool. For one thing, is you're basically using the same platform. So you're using the same rifle, the same chassis,
same optic,
same basically everything except the barrel.
Same mount. This is something to think about, folks. Okay, while the concept is great, I think if you're going to be a PRS long-range shooter and you're going to be a PRS rimfire or NRL shooter, you need to consider that your minute of angle on your scope is probably not going to be sufficient to do it properly. So while in theory, I think that it's a great concept, if you're trying to be at the best at both ends, I think you'd be better off with two different rifles rather than keeping track of the zero when you switch it out.
Here's another reason.
And then the minute of angles on your scope mounter base.
And a lot of times you'll go to a match that is a centerfire match, and then Sunday you'll do rimfire. So
well, you could switch out the barrel and just re-zero.
But that's a pain in the
correct.
So the thought process for me was, one, and this is the main process, is they use Voodoo magazines. And you know, I'm not a big fan of the Voodoo magazines yet until I deem them for myself to run flawlessly.
Yeah. Almost anybody that's finishing up high in Rimfire, they're running 30 or 40 minute of angle bases. In some case, 50.
Yeah, I run 50.
In centerfire, I don't see anybody running that high. Almost everybody's running 20 minute of angle base. Could you compromise and do a 30-30? You probably could. And with the scopes nowadays having all the internal adjustment, you could probably make it work. But even 30, I think, leaves you a little wanting if it's a longer.
I just wouldn't want to have to re-zero and swap barrels. Because depending on what system you'd have, you either have to go with, Kenny's the one that was talking about this to me the other, I don't know, it was a while ago now, but I just wouldn't want to have to deal with all that swapping stuff over barrel-wise.
Yeah, conservative sniper hunter, I don't think anybody is going to be getting their hands on that Vortex anytime soon. I think it's a great concept. I think it works really well. It's not a concept. It actually works. That thing's been in the works for over a year and some change now, but
they're like 20 grand.
It's really awesome what the thing's capable of. Basically, it's replacing your Wilcox. All of that's integrated in the scope, and I think as many other people have mentioned, I know Garantham, I think, has a video out on it where he was able to go to their facility. He couldn't show everything about it, but I think, and
the idea is awesome.
The idea is great. Yeah.
Play with the Christian Arms Ranger with the CF barrel.
Nope.
Not for NRL, just thinking about a new squirrel rifle. Centerfire barrel. No, I haven't, Todd.
Big Country says the V4.
Yeah, the V4. Let's see. I got a free beanie from Primary Arms last week.
Get your asses to Australia and come shoot some skippies. We actually mentioned Australia when we were talking about some place to go.
Yeah, we're talking about Bali and Aussie, and then Iceland.
Yeah.
SoFlo's out there. What's up? Ingenuity.
You see why he keeps me around?
Oh, shit. Zibrendo working.
Okay, how did you say that again? I don't even know if I could pronounce it the way you did.
Ingenuity.
Close enough.
Yeah, I went to a normal, school that didn't do its job.
The Super Trickler is awesome. I had mine delivered a week ago. Is this the one that Todd Elfster was talking about, or is the Super Trickler the one that you have?
No, I don't
the
have
Super
it
Trickler
yet.
looks like a coffee machine.
It goes on top of the
No, that's not what I was talking about.
The one I'm getting is on the side, and it's the one with the gears.
Yeah, Todd
That's
Elfster reviewed one that has artificial intelligence or whatever, and it looks like a Keurig coffee machine.
That's the Super Trickler.
That's the Super Trickler?
Yeah, I actually have a picture right here.
I talked at length to...
Dickhead just sent me a picture. Let's see.
Okay, while he's doing that, I talked at length with Todd Elfster, and he said if you like to tinker, then it's okay. If you're looking for something just to go and punch in a number and go with it, yeah, that's the one. If you're looking to just put 25.1 and go, he goes, it's probably not the best. He said it does take some setup time. That's what I heard from him, and I think he's had it for quite a while now, so testing it.
Yeah, the one that I'm looking at was the one Eduardo had, and it's basically on the side, but it has gears, so it takes each granule. And, it's spot on. You know how everyone's about 20,000?
Depends on the powder.
Yeah. I was going to say age 4350, but let's see what. Love being able to eat.
What you hill folks hunting this time of year? Right now, bear season is in, and I don't do any deer hunting anymore. That's all done. I don't mess with that anymore. I let them kind of do their thing, but I do have a bear that's been aggravating me.
It's a trash monster. Good night, everyone. Fix and eat cake.
I got to get something to eat.
So do I. What time is it? All right.
10:20.
Yeah, old SoFlo. Congratulations on the baby, Mr. SoFlo.
I didn't say 420. Where's Chiro at?
Where's he at? Where's Tobacco Rope? Let's see. I need Freightliner motorhome. There you go. Takes the accuracy and system
of Prometheus.
Thanks for saying that.
That's fine.
But
And
turbo
it needs
speed
an O, but
of the auto turbo.
Prometheus.
This guy's these. That's why I keep.
Pick up.
Leave the wife home and take the girlfriend. Jeez. Let's see. Truck drivers can live in anything. Fairview Precision. Enjoy your videos. Been shooting a CZ 457 for the past 3 years. Competitive. Wife gave me a 1907 Parker SX 12 gauge last week. In love with it. Going to switch to clays. You guys do any of that?
He must have been late to the party.
Yeah,
tomorrow morning. We're shooting a shooting clay or
sporting clays.
Sporting clays course.
Yep, and I'm gonna have a damn.
It's a team match, and so we're gonna have fun.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it because it's at least been 7-8 years since I shot a sporting clay.
When will you drop a batch of SOCOM autos on the website? So
No
SOCOMs
autos.
have been non-existent, like
Zero.
nowhere,
Like,
zero, because they've all been going to MilGov. And I was able to get some SOCOM manuals about 2 weeks ago, and they went in about 30 seconds flat. Seriously. There are some more coming through, but I'm not sure on the autos. Right now, they're trying to fulfill some big orders on the MilGov side, and so that's why they are non-existent. So we'll try to get them if we can.
All right. So
We'll see you, Makev.
I bought some 22
Winchester Magnum rifle, 5-inch.
Johnny Boys and leather holsters. Problem teaching the kids to use it without shooting themselves in the foot. Yeah, that could be a problem. How we going, Makev? Have fun in San Diego, buddy.
Okay, so I didn't mention it's easier to buy rather than hand load. I'm just saying in order to justify all of the equipment, to do it properly, unless you're going to sink, Abigail was talking about pistols. So if you're reloading for pistol, that's not something you want to do on a single stage. You want to do it on some type of progressive. Most of the progressives I know, the cheapest one you're going to be able to get that's dependable is probably going to be about $400 to $900, somewhere in there, maybe. What do you think?
Sounds right.
Yeah, somewhere in there. But then you got to source the powder. Then you got to get the bullets. Then you got to get the primers. Right now is just not the best time for reloading, getting into it. If you were already into it and you had a stockpile, it's great. All that's fine. But as someone mentioned, ammo and guns are coming down right now. And so you might be better off, because I've been seeing a lot of the bulk packs coming back in.
Moment of silence.
At your bigger places, and you might be better off. But let me read the rest of the question. It says, very likely to be true for us newbies. When hand loading, you also start thinking, what matters?
When hand loading, start thinking what matters.
Yeah, okay, so I'll give you a perfect example. So right now at Rick's, I'm looking at a Dillon 750, a Dillon 650, a single stage, and a single stage. I have 3 Dillon 650s, and I had one of the 1000s, sold it. I know I can knock out like 9mm. I can do about easily without even trying to hurry. I can do about 600 rounds in an hour, and that's being pretty efficient with it. But a lot of times it's just easier for us to go buy a case of 1,000 if we've got some matches coming up.
Yeah,
and the prices are down enough to where
usually
I can justify that.
As of this year, I shot only pre-manufactured ammo.
Me too, on pistol.
Factory ammo,
Yep.
I guess. Last year, I did nothing but shoot when it comes 9mm wise, pistol stuff, reloads. And reason why is there's just too many damn I don't have time for that stuff right now.
Yeah.
I don't even like reloading my 6 Creedmoor stuff. I would rather not, but I needed to for the matches. So, let's see.
When are you guys coming to Australia for a shoot?
I don't know. As soon as, no, not as soon as, but Mr. NRL 22 Australia.
You talking about Tree Fella?
Yep, Tree Feller. He's, once he gets his shit together and figures it out, we'll have to head out. That's a 16-hour flight, mate. What's up, Mario Mosen?
It's just time.
That's it. It's warming up, boys.
What is Australian Kiss?
What is Australian Kiss?
No idea.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Maybe it's a joke. What? Yes, Elster. Is Elster in here?
It's the one Elster had, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Commonwealth. Say. Steph Bally. Too many drunk Yahoo Aussies.
New Caledonia or Fiji are the places to go. Good to know.
Heck yeah, let's do that. Heard bears out west are getting overpopulated. Yeah, what's getting overpopulated is idiots. Let's see. Not impressed with the V4. Big Country said. I don't know. If it can work right. I'm still waiting on that thing. I did a $100 deposit. I don't know how many months ago. I'm still waiting on that damn thing. So maybe Flo's can maybe he's got connections. Where at, tree fella? Fairview Precision. Appreciate it. How to kill a bear 101. Fill trash with Krispy Kreme.
You're not allowed to bait.
Open window.
You can't bait
on
around
second
here.
Floor.
No processed foods. You can only have
Corn.
It depends on the type of corn, but yeah.
You can have sweet corn.
You can have feed corn and stuff like that. You throw a donut in there, your butt's going to jail. These people around here will crucify you if you.
I'll get a deer. Get a shotgun because apparently you can't shoot deer with a rifle here. Yeah, welcome to Minnesota.
Okay, so Abigail, you can't shoot deer with a rifle. Is that one of those states that you can use that 350 Legend? Because, and I know that
there's
you might consider it a rifle, but that's why that 350 Legend was actually invented, was for a lot of the people that couldn't shoot centerfire rifles. So maybe take a look into that.
Well, there's things I don't know the rules at Minnesota, but I know there's some Minnesota, neck cases.
Yep.
Neck down stuff or rifled stuff.
Yep. Some of them you got to be in trees. Some of them you can't be on the ground. This, that, and the other. Sometimes you got to shoot a shotgun with a slug. All kind of stuff.
Damn it. I'm lucky enough to have a stockpile of primers. If you enjoy reloading, it's worth doing. If you don't enjoy it, match grade ammo is just fine. For 99% of the folks, there's no cost benefit to hand loading in the long term. Day at the range. What's going on?
Is that Day at the Range?
That's Day at the Range.
Range fans.
Range fans.
Love watching your videos, by the way.
When hand loading, most do not consider how much their time is worth, and you should. Can't believe I'm saying that with how much I love to reload. Yeah.
Yep.
It depends. I mean, if it's easier to go to work for overtime for 4 hours or whatever, then sit at home in a garage or somewhere. And
so, Brian, no, I don't consider myself a hunter any longer. I stopped hunting years ago. And the way I'm going to say it is more for eradicating a pest at this point.
The trash dweller.
But someone told me that they would take the bear meat, so I don't feel like I'm going to just be. I'm not going to kill to kill, but they'll eat the bear meat.
Yeah, it'll be gone. So I was talking to Mr. Hedges in Florida. He says, "Man, we got bears everywhere." I did not know there was bears in Florida.
Bears here too, yeah.
Well, I know there's bears here. We're in the mountains.
We got alligators too.
I seen a bear surfing on top of an alligator.
Okay,
I'm just kidding. Water skiing. Let's see. Hopefully adopt the reloading equipment if you don't want. Let's see. Reloading is a stress reliever. Yep, that's true.
No, it's not. It's not a stress reliever.
Damn it!
I can't believe I got 250 more rounds to go.
I only got 3 hours till the next match. Where the heck you get your ammo? I can't find 147s for less than double what it cost me. You're in New York, Val.
Yeah.
You should have went shopping while you're down here. Nothing nuts. I'm looking for hand loading, reloading purely for consistency to get too many bad loads from factory. Yeah, that's a good reason too. Or if you're trying to make a super laser, or if you're trying to make light puff loads to shoot It's a headbutt right on the nose. I buy 22 LRs and man, let's see.
Winchester Magnum rifle.
I don't know. I can't say that. Every time I go to Atwoods,
Just keep reading.
It's a headbutt. Let's see. Ray, do you eat the bear? Nope.
Nope.
Let's see. Never had near someone tell me what it tastes like. Don't say chicken.
They just say it's greasy.
Yeah,
I've never had it. Kreiderman's on
and
here,
nasty.
and he had one.
Australian kiss is the same as French kiss, but down under. Oh no.
Keep it clean.
Oh no.
It's Val.
There is just one thing that makes reloading 9mm ammo advantage is that you can choose your setup. In my case, 135 coated bullets from Ares. But it is not cost effective. Let's see. Atwood's 22 shells were empty so long now I can't go without walking in a box of shells. Actually, all the shells. Yep. The only question is stack silver or stack 22 shells. Both. I remember walking into my LGS last year and seeing 50 BMG cheaper than 9mm. Wow. That's pretty bad. The guy at the gun store said you could only use shotguns and muzzle.
Okay, so that's one of those places. Got it.
There's some awesome islands off Queensland coast and the Great Barrier. Yeah, with freaking great white sharks the size of submarines.
Mm. And everything's trying to kill you.
Everything's trying to kill you.
And everything's poisonous.
Yeah, it's either biting you, killing you. A lot of northern Midwest, you can't have a necked cartridge straight well. Yeah, Joe M. I had heard that.
Otter says, thanks for your answers. You guys out there are just a complete different level, both skills and thinking, but thanks. It was good hearing from you, Otter. Oh, so 6 rudders, the 8.6 Blackout on the Bears. So I have fallen in love with that cartridge, okay? So much so I almost blew up my can. Unlike Kenny, who did blow up his can, and I did damage my magneto speed. So the biggest challenge to 8.6, and for those that might be interested in it, this is some good information here I'm going to share with you. If you're going to have to reload it, okay? Plain and simple. You're not going to be able to find any in stock anywhere right now. The reason I like the 8.6 so much is because the platform is super tiny, okay? You've got a 12-inch barrel. You can throw your can on there, throw a folding stock on an element or something like that, and you've got something that's very lightweight and very compact. I can shoot it subsonic using a 300 grain bullet at a little over 1,000 feet a second, and it hits incredibly hard. I would never recommend taking out at 700 yards like we did on that one day on the video. I think if realistically that's 150, 200 round or 200-yard cartridge subsonic. Beyond that, I think you would need to step up to supers. Supers, I've been playing around with a lot of loading, and this is something you need to know. Do not convert 308 cases. It's not going to work well for you. You can get the dies from Hornady. They are not SAMI standard. You don't want to use any brass at all except for Hornady brass, okay? And the reason I'm saying this is if you use Starline, Lapua, or anything else, number one, you might not be able to size it because it might be too tough, and what it'll do is you'll collapse the case, regardless of how much lube you use.
That's just saying that the Hornady ones are too thin.
Well, that's exactly it. The Hornady is a much thinner brass. So even if you take some Starline, some brand new, never fired, and you size it, what's going to happen is because the neck is so thick, when you put the bullet in there, it is going to get jammed up in your chamber, okay? Unless you're going to turn the necks. I didn't want it to turn the necks, and I've got a ton of 6.5 Creedmoor Hornady brass. Do not shoot supersonic unless you have full copper projectiles, okay?
Full copper.
Full copper, 100%, like the Barnes TTSX or something like that. Once you get about 16 to 1,700 feet a second, you will start disintegrating bullets. That's what happened to my magneto speed. I was pushing about 1,750 out of a 225, so definitely use solid copper bullets. But
not even that fast, really.
No, but you can get that over 2,000 feet a second pretty easily shooting a 338
solid
copper bullet, somewhere around the 225. You can go down to a 185 if you want, but it's a pretty darn cool cartridge, and that's what I've been bear hunting with. Is that 8.6? Pretty cool stuff. Just got to remember that 1 in 3 twist rate is spinning that thing up at an ungodly RPM.
Wop.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Bap. All right. Let's see. I'm 11 stacking 22s. Exchange. I don't know what the bear tastes like. Exchange rate at the moment. You would be silly if you didn't. Hunting laws. Can you name all the popular islands off Queensland? I don't know what bear tastes like, but spotted owls taste like eagles. Oh my gosh.
That's so bad.
Daniel. I buy a moss buck. Man, there are a lot more dangerous creatures in the U.S. that they're in Australia. That's the truth, Rick. Well, the top basically 10 everything that'll kill your ass is not in the U.S. It's in Australia. At least that's what the propaganda says out here. 7.62 by 39 AR. Guess it's good for 300 yards. Do you think it's good for suppressor and sub rounds?
Yeah, it's a 30 cal bullet, so it should be pretty good. There's, and I'm going to share some more thoughts with you, some nickels of knowledge. So you guys know that I love suppressors, but there are a time and place for it. I don't like to run suppressors on gas guns unless they are tuned for that gas gun. Thinking that you're going to take it off and shoot it, put it on and shoot it, take it off and shoot it, you're going to be dealing with so much extra gas whenever you add that restriction to the suppressor. And some of you might say, well, just use a Huxworks or use something like that. That's great if you've got one of those to flow through. But from what I've seen and heard, the flow throughs are typically louder. So I have dedicated suppressor type setups, and then I have non-suppressed when we're talking about gassers like AR-15s or anything like that, because you're introducing a lot more gas into the system. So you're going to have to fix it on one end or the other. You're either going to have to use an adjustable gas block, which I don't like, or you're going to have to use a heavier buffer or something like that. Just be aware of that if you're going to start doing it.
What's that bolt you can switch over?
The Gemtech that failed on me, that freaking left us dead in the water in New Mexico, and we had to put a PSA bolt in it. That was the Gemtech. They no longer make that.
Okay.
Surefire makes an optimized bolt system for an AR that's supposed to work well for suppressed, but there's some other companies out there that do have adjustable gas systems in their gas block. And don't use facts and load data. There is an error in there, and if you just take it for granted, you will blow up something. Isn't that right, Eagle Eye?
Both of you assholes.
Where's this?
No, I said both of you assholes. Let's see. The Shaggy Rifleman in timeout for saying mean things about Mossberg. Yeah, he'd have to put himself in timeout. Let's see. It's either Remington or Mossberg.
Has a bulge in the receiver that is irreparable.
Oh, that's no good.
Sounds like cowboy shooting, Mr. Ray.
Yeah. Florida man is more dangerous. Yeah. Florida man is more dangerous. I can remove the rust. I have the magic penny.
I showed you the magic penny trick.
Yeah. It works.
Alligators compared to crocodiles are useless. You guys have grizzly bears, black bears, big nasty brown bears. You have giant cougar, mountain lion cats. Yeah, only the grizzly bears are really going to be.
There's no crocodiles.
Yeah.
We don't got no crocodiles.
Well, no, but we have them in the States. That's what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Well, they have them too, right?
Who?
Crocodiles down in Australia.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah, they should.
Crocodiles are a lot bigger and meaner, I think, than alligators. Yeah. They look mean. They're
we have Clintons and Bidens.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, that is true.
Deadliest critters. Actually, she's like 8 for 8 right now.
Davusking says I need a 500 whisper.
What's up, Davusking?
Yeah, I don't know. There's just something intriguing about that 8.6. And I know you guys can throw out the 338 Federal and all that. I already built I built an AR-10. I haven't tested it yet, but I actually just got the solid copper bullets in this afternoon.
Solid copper bullets.
So
Say that fast.
solid copper bullets.
Helped the buddy side an Arrowhead smokeless muzzle loader over the weekend. Hit center mass. 508. Hey, let's talk about that little. Wasn't it you telling me you can basically in a bolt gun? If you have a bolt gun, they make this cap that goes on the end of the bolt, and you can turn it into a black a muzzle loader.
Yeah,
which is crazy. You can turn your rifled barrel into a muzzle loader. Freaking crazy.
Some of
He's
these
looking for-
rifles.
he's
No,
looking for
I
the-
got a picture right here.
Yeah.
Some of these rifles these guys are building, and they're like, "This is a muzzle loader." I'm like, "What the heck ever?" And they take their centerfire rifles and turn them into a freaking muzzle loader.
So if you can only muzzle load or want to hunt like certain animals, like muzzle load before center fire stuff, you can take your center fire rifle, turn it into a muzzle loader.
So, and I can't see the screen, but a guy sent me a picture of
Oh,
this. He builds rifles, and this was it. I was like, "That's not a muzzle loader." And he's like, "Yeah, it is too." And then so he sent me a bunch of pictures of how the system works.
There's a video.
He said a video might be easier to explain that one. Well, I've got I can't show his face, if you will, but that's his action. Oh, right there. Anyway, he goes through the steps of it, but yeah, you can take your centerfire rifle and turn it into a muzzle loader.
That's pretty cool. So when crap hits the fan and you run out of stuff.
Hashtag still a dick.
Aussie woman has killed more men than any.
Aussie Steve Callahan.
Yeah. Help the buddy side of there.
Adjustable gas block. So day at the range, that's a good point. So I do not like adjustable gas blocks on ARs at all. If you shoot a lot with an adjustable gas block, and I don't care if you, whatever name you throw out there, I have seen them start to get clogged up. And when that happens, typically you don't know when it's going to happen. It just starts losing more and more gas. I've used some of the best adjustable gas blocks, and especially for something that's like a defensive rifle, you really want a full open gas gun. You don't want something that's adjustable in that. Now, if it's something for competition, yeah, that's okay. But then I see guys, messing with buffer systems. They'll put a JP spring in the backside. They'll put an adjustable bolt carrier, and then they'll put an adjustable gas block. Why are you trying to adjust 3 different systems? Leave this one alone, adjust it on the back end, put an A5 on the back, and call it good. Just run an H2 buffer, or if you're going to run suppress, run an H3 or H4, and that's it. You don't have to mess with the other stuff, and just get your ejection pattern right. So I've just had a lot of bad luck and seen a lot of guys' rifles go down using an adjustable gas block, and I don't care who the manufacturer is.
So what happened to that one? She-Ball wants to know.
It was something internal that we could never figure out because we took it out, looked at it, but the way that thing works, it has a cam that goes over to S to use for suppressed to unsuppressed, and I'm thinking that built up with carbon that you can't reach because it was under gassed, which is what usually happens on these adjustable gas blocks over time, and that's what I saw.
Conservative sniper hunter. That's the reason why I stay in a boat. No, there's big great whites out there, but yeah, I think you guys have the biggest ones, the meanest ones. I don't know. Everywhere's dangerous, like they said. Chicago for sure. It's the kangaroos that are most dangerous. Bears scare the hell out of me.
Jaybird, that's actually correct. We talked about that. There's a lot of guys downloading into the 2750 to 2800 feet per second range so that they can see that impact.
Morgan
More
King's
time to recover. Morgan King's doing it. There's a lot of people doing it, actually.
They'd rather be able to spot their impact than try to fight and make a laser beam.
Correct. Just learn how to hold wind. That's it.
Yeah. Which makes a lot of sense because if I shoot anything within 500 yards, maybe 6, I don't have enough time to spot my hit. It's already hit and gone before my recoil settles back down. If I shoot like 1200, I got time, but that's pretty much what the arrowhead is. It's uses a defiance action.
What do you guys think of the bolt shims that Day of the Range has been using on some of his 22s? Worth playing with?
I haven't seen.
I haven't seen those
bolt shims. I don't know what that is.
I guess it's a shim for a bolt.
All
right.
right. Let's see. Just realized Day at the Range was on here. Yep. When is he gonna do a live chat? Jaybird, you heard correct. Thank y'all.
We'll see you, Otter. Yeah, we're getting ready to shut it down. I got to get something to eat, and we've got this Sporting Clays tournament in the morning.
Yeah,
but it was good catching up.
ZBD, what's going on, buddy? Built a motorcycle instead. Damn, have a Gym Tech BCG. Wondering if an ultrasonic would clean it.
You know, it might. Shibalsiki, and the other thing too is that was a high round count BCG. That thing had an unbelievable amount of rounds on it, and
it was mostly suppressed.
It was almost all of it was suppressed, and I don't even know if they support that product anymore. I still have it. I just probably got to try to clean it out. But like I said, I was in New Mexico when it went down. So,
all right. With that said, you guys have a wonderful night. I appreciate everybody showing up. Unfortunately, the beginning of the real chat was canceled due to YouTube sucking ass. But hopefully you guys stay safe. Have a good weekend. Go out and shoot some matches. And we are going to go shoot sporting clays. Yeah.
Yep.
So
have a good one. It's good catching up. Take care.
Hydrate. I appreciate it. That's what I need right now is a sweet tea. You guys have a good night. And we'll hopefully talk to you soon. We go.
You violated the terms of service.